Greetings and welcome to American University. As we get started, I would like to acknowledge that Washington, D.C. is the traditional territory of the Nacotchtank, Anacostan, and Piscataway people. At American University School of Education, we acknowledge this legacy and find inspiration from this land. And we seek our work here as moving towards an action for equity, including amplifying the experiences of Indigenous and disenfranchised people. In addition, we recognize the labor of many generations who came before us that make this day possible. In a spirit of healing and reconciliation, please join me in acknowledging the injustices of our past and sharing joy as we present our work together. To dismantle the legacy of colonialism and language discrimination. So my name is Danielle Sardani, and I am the director of the Institute for Innovation in Education here at the School of Education at American University. I am honored to welcome you to the 12th Annual Community-Based Heritage Language Schools Conference. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today here at American University. We appreciate your participation, whether you are sitting here on the 4th floor, which also happens to be our School of Education. So go to the front desk, say hi, check it out, grab a brochure, sign up for a class, or for many of you in cities across the country and cities around the world. We are excited to see some familiar faces who have joined us over the years and offer a warm welcome to those who are here for the first time. And if you're joining us in this amazing city of Washington, D.C., I hope you can take some time to enjoy the beauty and the culture that it has to offer. It's going to be a great 2 days. Our conference theme this year is Better Together, and it could not be more fitting. We come together on an annual basis because we aspire to be better at work we have committed to do. Together, we share our aspirations, solve problems, and honor each other. Together, we innovate and expand each other's thinking. We value the contributions of one another, seeking out each other's time and time again to enrich and advance our programs and communities. Together, arm in arm, we are stronger than we are apart. In solidarity, we can build one another's excitement and better possibilities for the future. Many of the formal institutions we have relied on in the past have been shuttered. And many of us in these spaces have lost important federal funding that has supported our work, such as the U.S. Department of Education's Office of English Language Acquisition and the Language Resource Centers. In addition, many families in our communities have felt threatened because of immigration enforcement and economic instability. However, we come together at this conference because we understand that we can rely on each other. We are better positioned together as we imagine new futures, one in which we can ensure that families have access to language learning opportunities and ultimately promote multilingualism and multiculturalism to advance society. Whether you are an educator or leader in a community-based heritage language school, or you work as a researcher, an advocate, or a community member, please continue to contribute and engage in the work to help our children build strong linguistic and cultural identities. The result of your dedication is sustaining for each student and for their families and communities. So on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Institute for Innovation in Education, we are honored to have hosted this conference for the past 12 years and look forward to continuing to gather for this event, exploring new ways to strengthen our partnership with the Coalition for the Community-Based Heritage Language Schools, who you'll hear from in a minute. The core coalition team, who Joy will acknowledge individually, have put together an engaged and packed agenda. Thank you to the coalition team, especially Joy, for your tireless efforts to make this conference a reality. Thank you to Mark Forsberg and Prakriti Nepal, who have worked extremely hard and will continue to work hard these next 2 days to coordinate this amazing event. Please thank them when you see them. And we also want to welcome back Rose and Nate, who aren't here yet, but they're two students in the School of Education who will be helping us all this weekend. So thank you. We also would like to offer our deepest gratitude to the conference's enduring sponsors, including the Center for Applied Linguistics, Avant Assessments, Kazikas Family Foundation, and the National Heritage Language Resource Center. And this year, we're going to get to hear a little bit from each of them at our closing today. So bathrooms are down the hall. Snacks will be here at 2. And I'm going to pass it over to Joy.
Thank you. And let's clap again. Thank you to the AU team. There is no way we could do this without them. And we have been here for 12 years. So, Danielle, you said a great thing about the coalition and, okay, great. Hello, welcome. So the coalition was formed 14 years ago, and I'll talk more about it during the closing. But the reason that we formed is because we realized that community-based heritage language schools were working in isolation, often didn't know about any other schools, and were not recognized by public schools, by universities. And so we have come together, and all of us here have been working very hard, all of you, to come together to support each other, engage with each other, learn from each other, and that's what we're doing here. And so it's a wonderful opportunity. The board members are on the screen. If you're a coalition board member, could you please stand? Marta McCabe, Tommy Liu, Masako Douglas is online, Renata Ludani is online, and Ana Lucia Lico will be here soon. She had some transportation challenges. Also, we work with coalition language representatives who work with your languages. You connect the schools, you support them, some of you bring them to the conference. So if you see here the list of language representatives. If you see a language that you know that there are community-based schools and you know who works with them and they're not listed here, could you please try to connect us with them? Because we want to work with all of the schools teaching all of the languages in this country. So if you are a language representative and you're in the room, could you please stand up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's clap. I can't because I'm holding this. And there are also language representatives online, but we can't see them, but they are there. We work with state representatives. We have 6 states so far. And again, if you know somebody who you know would like to collaborate with us, what happened was, and Emma, are you here? Emma Shirk? Oh, she's not here yet. She's coming with the state of Washington. I met her at ACTFL, and we were talking. Oh, Lisa's here. Lisa, stand up, please. Lisa for Virginia. Yes, and Lisa will be talking. Any other state representatives here right now? Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. So what happened was, and Lisa was part of the conversation too, was, oh, you know, I could work with all the community-based schools in my state. I need to start identifying them, connecting with them, and that's what the state representatives are doing. So we moved beyond simply focusing on a language to focusing on a state, and it's really fabulous. And you'll hear from Lisa later. These are the languages that are represented here at the conference. If any of you represent a language that's not listed here, can you please say it, yell it out? Is your language listed here? All of them? Yeah. What? It is? Okay, good. Yeah, so isn't this a wonderful list of languages represented? And as you can see, people will be coming in throughout, and tomorrow we'll have more people. But that is a lot of languages. Okay, please shout it out or put it in the chat. Okay, if you are in this room, but you actually live in another country, can you please stand up and tell us what country? Or we all live in the US, right? We've had people come from other countries in the past. Last year, Ken Cruikshank from Australia. If you're online and you're in another country, can you please just say your country? We can't see you, but hopefully we can hear you.
Canada.
Okay, Canada.
UK.
Ukraine. UK. Canada. So those two, UK and Canada. Italy. Netherlands, right. Gysi, Canizato, Netherlands. Okay, wonderful. Renata Peskova, wonderful colleagues. And just to mention that we now have a Heritage Language Global think tank, and we work together with the Netherlands, with the UK. We're all working together. We'll talk about that some other time. Now, our embassy representatives. We have from the Embassy of France, Javier Moquet, Education Attaché. Could you please stand? And Javier he gets to say a couple words. He's only saying 2 sentences. And the reason is because 10?
3.
Oh, 3. Is because he needs to leave and do something in New York City. And so he won't be here when the embassy representatives talk. So, Javier.
Thank you, Joy. Good afternoon, everyone. Buenos dias, guten Abend, or ni hao. That's the only languages I speak, sorry. So it is an honor to be with all of you today for this wonderful conference. And thank you to the American University. Thank you to all the organizers. And thank you, Joy, for having, for your kind invitation. We deeply at the French Embassy admire the important work you do to support heritage language education, which helps keep cultures and communities alive for the future generations. At the Embassy of France, we are proud to contribute to this effort. Each year, we support French heritage language schools through a dedicated call for projects. I'm also pleased to recognize 2 educators here today online, Aisha Sise and Karen Osetan, hopefully I pronounce your names right, whose work reflects the passion and dedication of French heritage language teachers across the country. So thank you very much, and I wish you a very successful conference.
Thank you, Javier. So Javier will be here after the plenary throughout the break. So if you'd like to connect with him, that's your chance, because then he's leaving. But we also have Mr. Ando Hiroshi from the Embassy of Japan. Is he here today, here right now? He will be here. And Maria Isabel Perez Gutierrez from the Embassy of Spain. Where are you, Maria? There you are. And we will have the opportunity to connect with them, hear from them tomorrow at 5 with our embassy focus session. So you'll get to spend more time with them. There are tables outside with materials. You saw the Embassy of Spain has an entire table. You take whatever you want. Wonderful resources out there. Okay, so just really briefly, because you have a program, you all have a program, but so we have a wonderful plenary address today from Jin-Suk Lee, which we're all highly looking forward to, and just in a couple minutes. And then we have a break, and there will be refreshments, at least coffee and tea. And concurrent workshops. You'll see in your program, it gives you the rooms to go to the 2 workshops. That's the only time today that we have to separate from each other. The rest of the time we'll be in this room. So that's wonderful. So just come back here after the workshops, or there's a break after the workshops. And also the program says workshop for administrators, workshop for teachers. You can go to whatever workshop you want to. Another break and then come back here for a panel discussion on how schools are seeking to award students for their language proficiency. And then we'll have the closing and then we'll have a dinner. So stick around because at 6:30 food will be served. And now